What's up guys, Greg here, and yes, I'm wearing the same clothes as my last video. That is because it's a few minutes later, it's about an hour later than my last video I made. Basically, this video is going to be very serious. I'm talking like it's going to be really exciting, and it's not really exciting. It's kind of like, I wanted to make a video basically explaining everything which has happened to me in the last 4, 5, 6 months, and basically explaining what is wrong with me and everything to do with that, because I've had a lot since I've posted on, my hat's a bit wonky, since I posted on the forums, Freedom forums. I've had a lot of people asking me what actually is Crohn's or colitis and all this stuff, so I thought I would clear it up in one video and explain my year basically. So basically, start of the year, I'm going to say basically a lot again, I couldn't really tell, I'm sorry. Start of the year, all was normal. I was at college, I was studying, I don't study, I didn't do that. But I was at college doing everything like normally. Then getting to about April time, I think it was generally, I was starting to feel quite ill. I was on the toilet quite a lot, let's just put it that way. That basically is what Crohn's and colitis is. It's inflammatory bowel disease, which means you end up on the toilet quite a lot. Sorry for the explicitness there, but it probably get worse. So yeah, I was quite bad stomach and all that. And first off, I thought it was lactose intolerance. As I've been lactose intolerant before, I thought it could be possible. So I went on a really strict diet, which meant no milk, no lactose, anything like that. So I had this horrible milk like substitute, loads of horrible chocolate bars, all of that, which is horrible. It made me really quite down actually, because I didn't really enjoy it. But that didn't make me any better. I wasn't getting any better. I went back to the doctors. They still wasn't, they had no idea what was wrong with me. They gave me, I can't remember what was given to me. It was some sort of tablet which didn't do anything. I was just told, just see what happens, could get better. I got worse. And by May, coming into June, by the end of my college year, I was off college a lot, I was very ill. And I was getting worse and worse. I must have had over 10 blood tests in the time that I've been ill, which is ridiculous. I hate blood tests, but to be honest, now I'm so used to them. They're alright. Yeah, so I was getting worse and worse. Come June, I can't remember exactly when that was, but I started work after the festival, which is where I got my worst, because obviously at the festival, you don't really want to use the toilets there. So I try not to do that. I'm not going to go into too much detail of this again, I'm just going to say the simple stuff. Basically, after the festival I got really ill. I was slowly getting a little bit better. Sorry, I keep looking outside below. I'm watching my mum, just in case she comes in or something. But yeah, I was slowly getting better, and I thought I could work. So I started working at Booker's again, like I did last year, 2013. And I worked there 3 days of like 8-hour, 9-hour shifts. And eventually I just couldn't go on anymore. I was exhausted, I was dizzy, I was obviously anemic, which basically means something to do with blood and dizziness and all of that. So I went to my boss the next Thursday after being ill for the whole week and said, basically I can't do this, I need to get better first. And that same day I ended up in A&E because I was too ill, and they did a blood test, urgent blood test, and I was basically in hospital. I was put on a drip. I was really ill. I don't think I realised how ill I was. I mentioned this before, but I was really quite ill. And yeah, I was put on a drip, so they gave me sodium chloride and some other sort of stuff like that. And yeah, I was really, really ill. And yes, they were getting me better. They were giving me, I was on a drip with, they were giving me, I had a cannula, I had 2 cannulas. I've got scars of cannulas in my arms, and they were putting steroids into my arms and my body, like fluid steroids to begin with. And I was on this other drug called mesalazine, which helps the bowels in general. But it was basically, I had really bad diarrhea. I don't like saying it because it sounds disgusting, but I was in the toilet 10 to 15 times a day. Just imagine that. It's horrible. And basically they got me better. I left the hospital 5 days later with tons of drugs. Steroids mostly being the main drug. Vitamins, mesalazine, stuff like that. So I left the hospital thinking, I'm going to be better now, and I wasn't, really. next 4 weeks, 5 weeks, I was still in bed every day. My mum had to actually bring me up my tablets and my breakfast in the morning, which really thankful for everything she's done for me, but I feel bad for her because it must be so stressful. But yeah, as you can see, as I've started, this is the reason why I started YouTube, because I had nothing to do. I was at home by myself with nothing to do, and I thought, why not start a new YouTube channel? Why does that sound? Why not start a YouTube channel, try and make something of it, try and make myself busy all the time and take my mind off being ill, which I've done, and I've got so much better through it. I'm sorry you can't see my hands, I'm doing this all the time. But yeah, I've done this whole YouTube thing, and I promised, with my Freedom, a network called Freedom, I've mentioned it before, I promised any money I earn from them, sorry Mike, any money I earn from them, I'm donating to Crohn's and Colitis UK, which takes me on to the next subject. So basically I have either Crohn's or Colitis, which are both inflammatory bowel disease. I think from my symptoms I'll have Crohn's, which is the worst of the two. They're both for life. It's basically to do something in your bowel. I don't know complete details, but it flares up every now and again. Like, I've been through a flare-up this last few months. I've just got under control of these steroids. The steroids are really strong. They're not making me very buff, as you can see. But give it a while, I could turn out buff, who knows. Yeah, but the steroids have done a great job. I have to have 2 steroids a day still. In the morning I have 6 tablets now. In the evening I have another 3. So it's 9 tablets a day. It used to be about 15, 16 a day, which is crazy. But yeah, I'm getting better. I'm obviously never going to get completely better because I've got one of these diseases. Which sucks, but I've kind of realised I have to kind of like put up with it. I have it, I can't really not have it anymore. I've just got to get along with life. And yeah, I can't walk far. I get really tired really easy. That's one of the symptoms. Not great at all, really annoying. But thanks to my friends who have been great, they own cars, they're driving me everywhere. I've been to the cinema and stuff. And some days are better than others. Some days I'm really active, some days I'm just dead on my feet. Yesterday was an example of one of the days I was dead on my feet. Couldn't even go to the shop without feeling like crap. But yeah, I'm getting better. As you can see from this video, I'm getting better. I'm going to try and wrap it up here, I think. I don't think I've spoke about everything. I'm thinking I've got Crohn's disease, basically. I've got a blood test on Tuesday to find out how my blood's doing. I've got an appointment in about a month's time where I'm guessing they'll diagnose me. So a lot of good stuff's coming out of it, finally. Obviously, I'm not well, but I've got to get on with it. I've got to stay positive and all that. And it really makes you realise how important life is. I'm not going to go into some super deep stuff, but when I was ill in bed, I realised how important, how much you must appreciate everything. Because you never know what can happen, really. I'm not going to go into stupid detail because I'll save it for a deep commentary or something. This is just a general explain to everyone sort of video. I don't make it too much longer, it's really 8 minutes. So I hope you have learned something from this video. This will just be my face, no gameplay. This is just me talking to you guys, which half the time I've actually been looking at my screen and not my webcam, so I'm really sorry for that. But yeah, basically, I'm sorry for that sound if you heard it. That's explained quite a lot of what I wanted to get off my mind and explain to people who have been watching me on YouTube, and I'll link this on Facebook, so any of my friends who are interested, here you go. It's to explain to you what is up with me, basically. I hope you enjoyed the video, I hope you've learnt something, and yeah, leave a comment, subscribe, anything you want, message me. Thanks for the support I've been getting from everyone, it's been great. And I couldn't thank anyone enough, any of my friends, they've just been amazing. Thank you very much, I shall see you in the next video, goodbye.